Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have my how to change from one season to the next little series I've started. So when I started it, I thought of it in winter, so we went from those everyday summer trays I made to winter. So now I'm gonna start with those everyday summer trays again and change them into fall, and then I figured we could take those fall and go into winter and kind of start over, because I feel like what I changed from summer to winter and then winter to spring, if I were to go back from spring to summer, that they wouldn't look the same, just because I had like taken pieces and moved pieces. So we'll see kind of the transition we get from fall then to winter, like how similar they are. So I'm excited for that. Now I'm having a day. This could go really well or it could go really horribly. So when I was in the shower today, I almost washed my face with my shampoo. That was the first thing. And then I averted that crisis. I realized I had shampoo in my hand, and so then I washed my hair instead of my face. And then I got out of the shower and I was putting on all my lotions and stuff like that, and I have a little scar on my knee and I was putting this like special cream on it, and I noticed that I didn't shave my knee very well. Well, turns out I didn't shave my entire leg. So I shaved one leg in the shower and just decided not to shave the other one, I guess. So this could go one of two ways, really good or kind of awful. So we'll have to see where my brain is going. I should do a back of the hair check, make sure there's no pieces sticking up unnecessarily. I need a haircut really bad, so it's kind of crazy. I shouldn't have any weird pieces sticking up the entire time. Feels nice and flat back there. But I have 3 trays for you. We're going to set up the summer tray, and then we're going to go decide what fall decor we want to use on it. So let's get to tier traying. Is our everyday summer tray. I just put it together super fast. As always, every video will be linked down below. I think we should remove some items that are very summery. So I think the orange flower should go. The purple lavender. I do have some plastic bag in there so it stays in there better. I think the greenery let's pull. I think we can find better fall-y type greenery. And then also I think we should take out the moss stone. Because of course, what should we put in there? Pumpkin. Right? That's what I think. Now that we have all the more summery items removed, I'm going to take you to my fall decor and we'll pick out some things I want to use. I'm going to show you all my fall decor. No judgment here. Judgment-free zone of the craziness you're about to see. Okay. I have laid out all my fall stuff. So I have pumpkins, signs, kind of like kitchen-y and other fun things. Those are bigger items. Those are items from my room that aren't necessarily fall. So this is where I've been making my tiered trays, and then I've been watching Farmhouse Fixer or something on Hulu, some home reno show. But I have all my greenery laid out and all that, and I kind of color-coded my pumpkins. This is crazy, I know, but I have a lot of fall videos I want to make for you guys. So I got organized. So let's grab a bucket. We need some filler for the cloche, so I'll just grab that bag of filler. We will want, was thinking where the little green stems are, let's grab some of these Target ones. I'll grab 4, so you might want to double them up. And then we needed something where that orange pumpkin or orange flower was, which, what do we want to use? We could have it go more like green burgundy. I think this might be a little big. This one might be fun with the blue on it. This one, trying to look at my other stuff and kind of what would go. Well, let's try this pumpkin, a fun new one. And then for the greenery in the black and white picture thing, what other colors we have on there? Brown. We're using the cream where the greenery is. We probably don't want to use that oatmeal stuff. We want to use the orange, because it will be by the orange pumpkin. Thinking no on the orange. I do have this greenery. We just wanted to use some kind of greenery. Or I have this. Ooh, I think I like that. So let's go try our few pieces. Okay, I got you back on the tripod. Let's fill in the cloche first. And I want to use all three colors. I think that'll be fun. I have used all one color before, but I think it'll be fun to have all three in there. What do we think? I think we see a lot of pumpkin butt and not a lot of stem. So let's be a little more purposeful in our arranging. How about a little less butt. Let's put the greenery over here. This was one big pick that I cut apart. It would easily fit in here if you just had one big pick from Hobby Lobby, of course. Now let's see about, that's what I thought, pumpkin's too big. So I need to go grab a smaller pumpkin, but let's try this first and see what we think. I always like to have one kind of pulled out a little farther than the other to give it a little texture, and those green ones were kind of like across. Now is it too neutral? Let me go grab pumpkin. I grabbed three. So I got this taller one, and then this kind of like shorter one, and then the big kind of raffia one from Target, which I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's a little more, this is more farmhousey, and this is a little too boho. So which do we like, the tall pumpkin? Or do we like Shorty McGee here? I like him, Shorty McGee. I think it would look cute also with pumpkins in here instead of the beads. I don't think the beads are gonna fit in here. Well, call me a liar. That looks weird though. That looks a little better. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, I like that. That brings that orange out a little more, and then the green gives it just a little more color. So I wouldn't have had to do that. I think it looked good the other way, but I definitely like it a little better like this. You could even kind of set one down here a little bit. If you fell out of the bucket, bring a little more texture or color into there. Okay, I like that a lot. You could put, like, if you had some burgundy ones or something like that in there too. So I think we are good to go on our first fall tray. I think we transformed this from summer into fall very well. I really like it. Well, here is the second one. I call this the house one. Whoops. Got like weird stems poking up back there. For this one, I really think a lot of the greenery has to go. So I think this has to go. I feel like this needs to go. And both of these and the tulip, I even think the watering can should go because it's fall. The yellow and the blue aren't bad. We could definitely make that work. I also think we could make the succulents work because they're out year round. We need something to put in here, a little something for here. I'm thinking that orange and blue pumpkin, then it'll bring these colors in. And I also have an orange cup, so we can grab that. I don't have a lot of like just fall greenery like in pots, so I'm thinking more like pumpkin kind of things to put places. I do have my little pumpkin pie. I'm gonna go grab a few things and then I'll show you what I got. Here is my basket of goodies. So I grabbed these wheat things again. These I love. You're just gonna see them. But I didn't grab anything that we use except for the wheat thins. Here's my orange and kind of blue pumpkin. Then I kind of went off of that to grab a few more pumpkins. I have this kind of darker turquoise pumpkin. Then I kind of have like this mint green turquoisey pumpkin. I grabbed just my wicker one just to see, or I would call this a grapevine one. And then I grabbed 2 orange kind of mugs, my pie like I said, and then I also grabbed my canister, my pumpkin canister that I have filled with little wood pumpkin. I need to bring up my picture here to see what I actually all removed. So do we think to set something here with a little weed in it would look dumb or cute? And do we want to trade out the orange for the yellow, since I really don't have any other yellow? I am going to stick this pumpkin back here, but I want to rise it up. I grabbed 3 of the biggest wood slices I have. I don't know if I want 3. I also don't want it to look like it's floating. I think we'll just use 2. Were we thinking pie here maybe? Or not? And then let's see what... What are you guys thinking? That I'm crazy? Not doing it very well? You're probably right. I think I like the bigger pumpkin just because that's a little higher. I'm not feeling the pie, even though it works really well with everything else. And then this, I don't think we really have a spot for because I like these 2 pumpkins up here. They kind of bring in the orange, but then like kind of mute it. This would look good with the clear one. I kind of like the orange. Here is my clear one. It does kind of have a green tint. Or do we want to mix that all together and just put this pumpkin here? And maybe switch out those. I think this is too low. I like those where I have them. Still got this sticking up over here. Like, what the crap, Brooke? I stuck the little plant on top of that hook. I think I like the clear. Clear? Orange. Clearish. Yeah, let's stick with the clearish. It does add a little bit of the green. Still like the wheat in there. I like the little pop of wheat up there, but I think the succulents look good. I think the little boxwood looks good. And the pumpkin elevated doesn't look like he's floating too bad. I think it turned out good. I think we pulled off the definite kind of more summery items and filled it in. I love the blue and the orange. That's always been one of my favorite things for fall. And you could have easily left the yellow in. If you didn't have an orange one, maybe use a little more golds or a sunflower kind of theme would have worked really well with the yellow cup, or just use more like browns. You could have kept it more neutral. So here is what I call the houses tray. I really like this one too. I'm killing it today. Here's our Let's Stay Home tray, and this is very florally and very summer springy, so we have a fair amount to take off, in my opinion. I am going to grab the bird and the birdhouse. I'm going to grab all the flowers and all these little succulents, and I'm going to grab this. Although the green would be good, I have a better one that I would like to use. I don't think the blue I want to use, or the pink. We want to keep the pots and the watering can. I think the pots are okay. Let's ditch the watering can. So we pretty much took everything off of this one. So we have a lot of things to get. We should try to use less pumpkins on this one, but we will see. We have a lot of spaces to fill in. Let's go collect some stuff. So I'm thinking instead of that green cup, let's do this morning pumpkin cup. I think that will be fun. I also think I'm going to grab this again. What do we have in the back? So we could take some of those pots out in the back and then put this nutmeg jar in there. So we have morning pumpkin. We have this. What else did we take out? Oh, we took out that bird, the little... Spit it out, Brooke. Little birdhouse. What would you think of using like these florals in there instead with the little like tags on them? So we have those florals. We also took out that watering can. And then I was thinking, I feel like I'm gonna have to come out here again, but that's okay. So, should we maybe try like this kind of, maybe more gourdy shaped pumpkins? I do have that white one back there, but I think that's just going to be way too big. I do like this one, this shape, but I don't know if that goes with everything else we're doing. Here's a nice little... No, I don't like that one with that. We do always have this pumpkin. That looks pretty good with most everything. We'll stick him in there. These are kind of the other two gourdy shaped ones I have. So we'll pop those in there. I have a gray one, but it's not going to look... I don't want to use the gray. And then I do have this purpley kind of one, but that's more burgundy. So I just don't think that's going to look right. And there's always this felty gold. Okay, do we want to grab anything else from over here? Do we want to grab like my little sisal animals to pop in there at all? We can see. We can always grab the pie again. Don't have a lot of burgundy and anything else, so we'll have to see about that, but there is a little, I think, kind of more different colorations in this. So let's start with this and see where we go. So I set up everything behind the tray. I pulled out those white jars and put in the nutmeg, and now I'm going to put the morning pumpkin where the other mug was. And then we had that blue vase up here on the top, so that's where I was thinking maybe that. And then we have the little birdhouse. I think that's too much clear, but I think that little pumpkin up there might look good. And then instead of this, did we want to try this instead? And then instead of the little bird, maybe put the little squirrel down here. And then we also could put, instead of the little purple flowers, maybe fill in with that pumpkin and this gourd maybe. We could fill in over here with the, instead of this pot. I think we've pretty much freaking taken everything off, Brooke. Oh, you can't really see that. Yeah, you can't really see that. Maybe I should do that, but then we get, no. No, I did not grab any greenery. We could put this pumpkin over here where that pink vase was, maybe. I'm gonna go grab greenery. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'll be right back. And then I grabbed this other little flat pumpkin. I thought he would look cute there. I grabbed just this greenery. I think that other greenery I used with the more burgundy would look good too. So let's see what fits good in here. Okay, I don't mind that. And then I grabbed this other wheat thing. We still have this at Hobby Lobby again this year, I saw. I only have one. Wasn't my favorite to use last year. I don't think it's going to be my favorite to use this year. Went and grabbed some of my orange wheat. Okay, I'm gonna take a step back. We could have left those white pots in there. You can't even tell that I have that nutmeg in there barely at all. So let's see. I mean, I like the nutmeg a little better, but if you didn't have something like this to put in there, or I think I would have liked that metal bowl we had from the first one, or bucket in there, just to fill out the space and kind of goes with the theme here. I do have flower or those green leaves over here and that. You can't see those a lot, but you also couldn't really see the greenery that was over there. I do have a lot of words, but could easily like go like this with those. You know how I feel about turning things around sometimes though. It just goes against why you have that on there, but we could do that. I didn't mind the words actually. I mean, let's stay home. I could have easily changed that out with one of my other signs. We could have had like welcome to the patch, farm fresh pumpkins. That might look a little better than the let's stay home. Okay, I did go grab a different sign. So that one says home. I like that a little better. Just kind of goes with the morning pumpkin and everything. The let's stay home was good and I did like the black, but I'm going to switch to this. So basically I switched out everything on this tray. I did not do a very good pull a few pieces off and add a few pieces. This tray was just very summery, I guess. We did a little different. I don't have as many pumpkins. We threw in more of the gourd shapes and then with the florals and the greenery and then the little squirrel, or raccoon I mean. The other one's a squirrel I believe. The little raccoon. You'll have to let me know what you think or what pieces I could have left on there better and what I should have changed out instead of everything, just a few things. I think it turned out well. Doesn't look like the other tray, but I think it turned out well. Well, we're all finished with changing our summer out to fall, and some of them I took a few pieces off and some of them I basically redid the whole tray. So I tried. I told you it could go one way or the other today. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some inspiration. If you just want to keep staple pieces on your tray, but like change out a few things for the holidays, I would pick one that has the more just everyday pieces like the houses or the tin buckets or like the bowls. Those would just be easier where like that last tray just had like birds and bird houses and bud vases and so many flowers, which is good if you want to just change everything out all the time like I do. But if you just, want to just add a few touches here and there, the first or second tray would probably be a little better for that. The first one definitely. I didn't change out too much on that. I enjoyed how they came out. You'll have to let me know if you thought they came out well. I hope you got a little insight into kind of how I do my trays and my whole fall setup. I don't usually put everything out like that except for fall, Christmas, and then Easter because that's where I have the most decor. Those ones I usually do in the living room down there. Otherwise, I just kind of do it in my room here and make a big old mess. But it's a little more contained because it's not taking up the whole living room. So fall is rolling. I have a few more fall trays I want to do. And then we'll roll into like Halloween and stuff. And then Thanksgiving I kind of want to do too. Kind of a fall and Thanksgiving. So as always, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.